3:07 Eastern Time. Dark outside. Headed to the airport. Gonna be back a couple minutes. Last time I was in Miami-Dade County for about a week. God willing, be back. Let's do this. Seats aren't that bad, to be honest. I mean, they're squishy, like this, but...
And you were complaining.
About what?
About everything.
This is a super nice airport, I gotta say. Alright, Chick-fil-A, let's go. Yeah, you need to go to the bathroom?
This is taxing on my bladder.
After 36 hours of flying halfway across the world, bladder antics, and airplane food, we finally reached Haneda Airport right in Tokyo, Japan, the 5th busiest airport in the world and top rated. Still expanding in preparation for the 2020 Olympics with amenities such as an Edo period style mall, even a planetarium. Our interest, however, was the train that would get us to our actual hotel via the KQ line. Getting anywhere in Tokyo is simple and straightforward. Just go up to the machine, get an NFC card or ticket, insert some yen, and bingo bango. Next step is getting through the turnstiles, which, unlike New York's zoo-like cages, Tokyo's turnstiles will politely close on you if you don't tap your Passmo or Suica card or feed the ticket. The result? It's able to shuffle through more riders with less hiccups, less hassles, and it can even switch directions of entry depending on the amount of traffic and time of day. So easy, even a seizure-prone grandma wearing a pantsuit can do it. The moment you get into Japan, you'll notice the country is filled with train worship. There are trains welcoming you, trains and tourism ads, and of course, trains you take that take you throughout the city like a magic carpet ride. Truly a place where the trains run on time.
Trying to decipher here in my garage. I got these beautiful trays. So we have to decipher these mood rooms, and we have no clue what we're doing. Alright, yeah, it's the next train.
Tokyo Disney Resort.
We're not gonna go to this. Alright, let's see.
Boarding the KQ line, the train is clean and comfy, rising from the subterranean tunnels under the airport, and cruises through and above the neat concretescapes of outer Tokyo. Everything is compacted into the largest, most populous city in the world, akin to something out of a Chinese cartoon.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
The KQ line itself opened in 1901, with post-war service to the airport beginning in 1956, further expanding in 1998, with the airport line taking you from Haneda to the KQ Kamada station, which is clean and compact, a common repeating theme here on this adventure. The station being host to several restaurants, stores, and many more just steps away from the station, with apartments too, exemplifying the use of transit-oriented development. Being three dumb gaijin, we couldn't find the elevator right across, so we took the
first boss of Japan, the stairs. Okay, guys. Oh, I should not be filming with this.
Of course, I had to be the one taking the most bags with camera equipment and being the trio's medic with 5,000 tons of toiletries. Thankfully, the pedestrian-focused streets were wide enough and clear to allow me to pass through and colorful enough to distract me from the pain of waning arms and shoulders. Thankfully, the Japanese knew in advance of the arrival of the High-Speed Rail America clubs and celebrated our coming arrival with a festival. How polite. We further careened with our luggage and tired faces through the busy parade streets, vibrant sidewalks, and clean alleys of Kamada.
The streets are clean. There's barely any trash. Everything seems to work.
Finally, after the end of a quarter-mile walk from Keikyu Kamada, we got to our hotel, the aptly named Grand Hotel Panax of Tokyo, which is a block away from Kamada Station and our portal to Japan. Inside, we have our first experience of many of Japan's claustrophobic elevators. Not meant to fit three Westerners.
Oh man, we're all stuck.
Hold on, I gotta get
I got it. Oh man.
Alright, so this elevator's not meant for grown American men.
No, three grown American men can.
Pretty sure we're above the weight limit right now.
I don't know, because it's already open for us. Level 6.
Not bad. We gotta say something easy.
Wait, where's the light? Here's the station. You go in, there's I guess there's a hotel in here and some shops as well. About the same size.
Okay, so I know some of you are asking, is it as easy to get around the city as it was from the airport? And the answer is yes, with your Lord and Savior Suica card.
That's it. You got the Suica card. You got this, and you're set.
Achievement unlocked, item added to the inventory.
Here we are, all here. Finally got Hikari swag. Everybody keeps talking about it. I'm gonna try it for the first time.
And you can load your Suica card to get onto trains, get drinks from the 22nd century vending machines, even use it in stores and restaurants. How refreshing.
Kanpai. I got the low sugar one. No cup. Wanna try this? Try it.
At this point, we were tired as hell, but we at least wanted to spend whatever possible of our remaining waking hours to explore one of Tokyo's most visited tourist destinations, Shibuya. So, riddled with Japanese sugar and caffeine, we boarded upon the Keihen Tohoku line towards our transfer toward the Yamanote line. The Yamanote line is Tokyo's busiest and most critical line, traveling around major parts of the city in a unique loop encompassing 29 stations. Like most other train operations around the city, it's operated by a private company, this one being the East Japan Railroad Company, or JR East. Of course, being a private company, it provides better amenities for its passengers, including platform doors, credible stations, and legendary on-time performance. How does one achieve on-time performance? From a professionally trained crew of train drivers operating trains with precision rivaling a Swiss watch. They openly communicate with operators, use a mixture of digital and analog controls, and in most cases they also happen to point to their next set of operations, as studies have shown it better orients workers. Finally, we arrived in Shibuya, Japan's tourist center of glitz, nightlife, fashion, and entertainment. With the massive amount of people here every day, landmarks including the Hachiko statue were near impossible to get a clear view of. The ward itself started as a castle town in the 11th century by various Mr. Shibuyas, until the country began to modernize itself. With the opening of the major Yamanote Line Shibuya Station in 1885, it has grown to be a Times Square-like center of travel, commerce, IT, and entertainment, and of course, the world's largest crossing. In this organized chaotic scramble, one really begins to see why the city is so far ahead. So far ahead they have Coca-Cola Plus, but just got to last year's Academy Award winner. There was loads to do in Shibuya, but as the couple of weebs we were, we had to hit one of the dozens of arcades in the area. where we were in the awesome presence to witness the skills of Tokyo's resident taiko drumlord. This guy's going ham on this. Shibuya, a land of drum gods, arcades, corporate headquarters, adorably loyal doggos, and the high-definition remasters of PlayStation portable games I used to play all the time. Of course, all those skills had to add up. But would it be enough for Alex and John to grab this road roller deal from the claw machine?
That was honestly the worst one yet.
Yes, it was a fantastic start to our Nihon no adventure, but as the 30-plus waking hours began to weigh us down to Hades, we had to finally check back into the hotel to get some rest. And whether you're a blackout drunk salaryman or a large barge jet-lagged foreigners, you can always count on Tokyo's many train routes to get you where you need to go. That ends this episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. Coming up, next episode will be Day 2, featuring Akihabara, Ueno Park, and Ginza. Of course, be sure to subscribe below and see more to offer the High Speed Rail America Club, and support us on Patreon. Until next time. Ja, mata.
Ugh.